Oh, I got to move my clothes because I got clothes everywhere too.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna sing my song before I go live. I was born by the river in a little tent. Oh, and just like the river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, and I know change gonna come. Oh, yes, it is. Hey, welcome. It's Beyond Babbitt. This is your host, reporting for duty. Brian Anthony, reporting for duty. Hello, hello. Yeah, Cherry, but we singing today. We singing. Y'all know I have an uncle who used to sing in the gospel group. Hiya, hiya, hiya. All right. Tweeted. J-Bone. We here, guys. I mean, I've been searching the news and everything is frivolous. The so-called guy that they arrested saying he want to attack Trump. Nah, that guy, he don't fit the MO. I don't believe it. You know, I believe it's something else is up, guys. All right, Ricky Miles, good deal. So, guys, what do y'all want to talk about? Personally, I think this, though. This is what they're saying. This is what it's one issue. It's one major issue that concerns me right now. Well, two. I just so happened to look at the Dow, the stock market, right? And it's back at 25, almost 26,000. I'm like, it's almost back right close to, like it's all fake. That's disturbing to me. Ricky Miles, all right. um, all right, Sarah Evans. Oh, well, I'm glad to be of service to you. Juicy fruit. That dude. Okay, so now the major thing, they're saying that on the 26th, next week, right? Because next week is the last week of this month. They're saying that the U.S. is sending relief to Venezuela. So now Maduro has blocked off not only all the roads coming in, but the ports and everything. Maduro said this. Maduro said Russia and a lot of these Latin American countries, they're giving us aid. They're giving us shipments of aid. They're saying like, I forgot how many tons and how many millions of dollars worth of food and everything like weekly, right? So they said, we don't need U.S. aid. So the U.S. said, yeah, you're going to take our aid, all right? You're going to take it or else. You heard me right. That's what he said. You're going to take this aid or else. We're sending the shipment and it better get through. Now that concerns me. What the crap is in the shipment? Why they got to get your food? If Russia's giving them food and everybody else who they're allied with is giving them food, why do you need to give them your food? See, this could be an invasion. We don't know what's going on. We done already called the guy Gato. We called Gato, the president. Let him speak. Exactly. Take this Trojan horse. Take it. And they said, we don't want it. We good. They said, no. You don't hear us. You're going to take, it's like in the old days, how the insurance companies got started, in case you guys didn't know. Originally, no one needed insurance. Everything was great. If you had a business, everything was good. So these guys got together, these wise guys, mafia guys, start going around to different stores and stuff saying like, hey, man, you got a nice place here. I'll tell you what, if, pay me so much a month, we'll give you insurance, make sure nothing don't happen. And you be like, man, my store been on this corner for 25 years. Ain't nothing ever happened. I don't need no insurance. Next day, the whole store burned down, right? You come back to the store, you're like, oh man, my store burned 25 years. And then the same guy come back. Oh man, what happened to your store? You say, you should have paid me the money. Maybe it would have still been around. You see what I'm saying? That type of stuff. Prison protection. He's screwed either way. Right, exactly. And so it's either that or, oh, my store's been here for 40 years, never been robbed, never been broken into. And when you don't pay them their money, it's robbed and it's broken into. And they come back, oh, man, sorry that happened to you. Maybe you should have paid us the money. Next time we can keep you safe. We need this much and so on and so forth. That type of deal. I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. In other words, you going to get it, Jack. Yeah, J-Bone. Oh, Godfather. I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. They said, you're going to take the shipment that comes in and you're going to take it. Otherwise, you'll regret it. Maduro saying, no. Maduro still, he holding on to Russia. Russia has actually come back and made some threats to the U.S. regarding that, saying, hey, man, look, y'all need to stand down on this military action and stuff y'all talking about in Venezuela. Yeah, that's terrible. 50% of the income. That's terrible, man. I'm noticing the economy is not as good as they're saying it is. I'm going to give y'all a hint. I'm going to give y'all a clue. Since y'all are watching me, I'm going to help y'all get ahead right now. The stats is this. The stats are this. Something like 7 million people are behind on their car notes 90 days or above in the United States. Currently, right now, 90 days or more. So that means it's going to be a lot of repos, guys. A lot of repos. A lot of the car companies who got the bailouts, who supposed to make the deal with Trump and bringing stuff back, they're still shipping out the jobs to Mexico and China. They're still firing. A lot of companies are closing down. So I brought up the cars to say this. If you have the extra money, a lot of people are going to be looking for cash cars real soon when the repo man comes gets them, right? So, hey, you can make you a few extra dollars. Buy some cash cars, that need a little bit, little small things, clean it up, sell it for hire. There's going to be 7 million people or something like that looking for cars here real soon. Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're having a hard time, man. The automakers they've downcast their future automobiles they're going to make. Even Japan, they're saying, we can't make as many cars. They're not buying the cars just sitting there. So next year we're cutting down. It's going to be several million less cars manufactured because we don't have nobody to sell them to. Yeah, the dollar's worth zero. It's getting there. It's worth, what they're saying is right now the dollar's worth 4 cents of its original value. So 4 more cents and it will be at zero. And we will be either doing the SDR 2009. Wow, $6,000. That's cheap. Wow. Woo! Ooh, nose little too. That's a lot of money. You may want to search around. There are some insurance groups that can help you lower that, but I know how it is, man. And what I've been seeing is a lot of homeless people. I mean, some homeless people looks like it's a gang. They're clean shaven, clean clothes, clean pants, clean shoes, begging. Well, it's a gang. Because you beg all day, you get home, you're going to have $300. You know what I'm saying? You just don't want to work. But then there's some people who really look homeless, I try to discern because I don't want to give no money to a scam. But if it's somebody who look like they need it, hey, if I can do something, I'm going to try to do something. Yeah, don't be worried. Sometimes you have to make decisions. I mean, the healthcare bill, they said, was a tax. The guy at MIT who created it, the Obamacare, he laughed. He said the American people are so stupid. These are his words, not mine. He said American people are so stupid because the healthcare bill is just another tax. So everything, they're going to tax everything. They're taxing your breathing, right? Tax the air, tax the water, tax everything. Yeah, you'll know if they're homeless. That's right. So, I mean, we have to make our own decisions. If you have to choose between, hey, I ain't had no food, either I'm gonna spend this money on some insurance, or I'm gonna spend this money on my family and some food, that's an easy decision. That's an easy decision. First rule of thumb: survival. Survival. You know what I mean? Yeah, they gonna have. They always gonna have law. The law is to keep them in business. It's something else I've been studying on, guys. That's a part of the business, right? So, we know marriage licenses. Did you know before 1600 there was not a such thing as a marriage license? Right, Mark R. Right. So marriage licenses started in Britain, the UK, 1600, and that's where the US got it from. But we haven't even been using marriage licenses for 200 years here yet. Not even for two. It was late 1800s when we started using marriage licenses. Before that, and they said the reason they started doing marriage licenses was misogyny, to keep interracial marriages out of there. So you had to get permission to get married, and they want to make sure that, in other words, blacks, quote unquote blacks, won't marry any other race because you'll turn their race dark. You know what I mean? That's the only reason for the marriage license. But the marriage license has become a tool of enslavement. Yes, Cherry Boo, because originally, from biblical times on up, because of course marriage was created by God, not the state, not the government. And it's always been a contract between two people, two families, merging. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make the agreements. Now, the marriage certificate is basically just the contract, the bride and groom sign, and all the witnesses, at least 3 witnesses sign, just to make sure it's a contract. You know, and you say you can register with the state if you want to. It's legally binding whether you registered or not. It's a contract, you know. But the reason the state got into it was now state controls, and now the state, when you pay your child support, the state get a lot of that money. When you pay your alimony, the state get a lot of that money. And a divorce, the state get a lot of that money. So of course they want to issue a license. Yeah, it's to benefit their pockets. It's another tax. If 2 people decide the common law, right? Common law marriage. Let's just use that word, what they call common law. Common law marriage is marriage. That's what it was until the last 200 years. All you have to do is y'all together, y'all say y'all married. Guess what? If the marriage is consummated, y'all are married. Period. The state, the government has to accept that. And that's biblical. That's biblical marriage. This other thing, getting permission from the state to get married. The state don't own neither one of y'all. Or maybe it does. You know, if you have a birth certificate and a social security card, the state may own you. And they're already selling you. You know, you have money on that social security card. Under that corporation, your name is a corporation. And that account number, there's money in that account. There is. You can look it up. Some people have gotten that money out of there. And when they find out you got it, you go to jail. Be like, wait a minute, that's my name. He said, yeah, but that's not your corporation. You go to jail because you took that money. That's our money. You're not supposed to know about that. You're not supposed to know what they're doing with that. All right. You bet yours is in the negative. Yeah, so I think it's anywhere between 200,000 and 400,000 per person. Yeah, in that account it's a number on your social security card at the bottom. But see, your name is in all caps. That's a corporation. That's not you. That's a corporation in your name. It's a straw man. So they tell us we can't do it, right? Buying real estate and all this, it's illegal to do a straw man. But the government does a straw man when you're born. Yeah, you have to do that. You have to do because negative RH, it's a high percentage, high 90% negative RH doesn't mix with positive RH. The body will kill the baby. The body would attack it. They would think it's like alien. They're still trying to find out where negative RH came from, guys. Miscarriages, exactly. So yeah, you definitely want to do that. So what else is up, guys? Well, Tweety, you are blessed to be here because that's a rare statistic. Yeah, the body would sometimes attack the baby, attack the fetus in the womb. So let's see. Any got a shot to fix it. Wow. Yeah, my brother, one of my brothers was in a situation when he was born where he rejected all my dad's blood at birth. He took all my mom's blood and rejected all my dad's. And they had to do something like a transplant to get, my dad had to physically donate blood to get it into him. So that's strange. I never heard anything like that before. Wow. So so that's what concerns me, guys. The freaking war, man, is real. That's about. Other than that, all this other news is fake. It's I can't remember the guy's name. The star of one of the co-stars of Empire, the guy that claims he got beat up for gay bashing. Yes, Smollett, Tusi, whatever his name is, Juicy, Jussie, whatever, Jesse. But anyway, it's all fake. It's to keep you away from watching what's really going on. What's really going on now? Trump meets with North Korea this weekend or next week. They say Kim Jong-un is already in Vietnam, Hanoi, and Trump is going to meet him there. Into the Purim. Purim? I can't say that I can't remember looking into the Purim. I'll have to do that. Yeah, Jesse Smilehead, is that his name? Oh no, it's Smiley or something. Smoxy. Anyway, but yeah, everything else is a distraction, guys. The entertainment is a distraction. So I know y'all heard about the two major distractions that came out to get the race war going, right? Gucci, the designer, he came out with a sweater with people on it in blackface, white people in blackface, to try to get the Civil War stirred up. Oh yeah, they made a big stink about it. And Burberry, I know you heard about that one, right? There was Burberry had a fashion show. It had models walking down the catwalk. And they sent one of their models out in a hoodie, right? She had the hoodie on, white lady. And the string that, comes out of the hoodie was a rope. And it was tied in a noose. It was hanging from her neck, a noose around the neck of the woman in the hoodie. They sending messages. They trying to get it started. But see, all of that's a distraction. And then we know about Bunny, right? Bunny. Y'all heard of Bunny, what the young lady calls herself? The lady that filmed the shooting of Botham Jean, whatever you call him, what's his name? The guy that was murdered in his own apartment by the ex-Dallas police officer. And they're trying to rig the case, guys. They're trying to rig the case. Okay, so she came into his house. You should look this up. Lisa Cabrera and another lady interviewed Bunny. Interviewed her, and she gave her story. And also, Bunny was on the Advise show. Phil on the Advise Network show. And they interviewed down the street, downtown Dallas. Doors, the officer was like, oh, I thought the door was ajar. Everything the officer said was a lie, and this girl filmed it because she was living there. Well, since then, she's been fired from her job. She's a young black lady, African-American. She's been fired from her job because reporters and all this kept calling her job harassing. The job fired her. She got put out the apartment. They said, we didn't want this extra attention. She didn't have anywhere to stay. She started a GoFundMe, and it went to $26,000 immediately, which is not much, right? You got other cop killers and people who kill cops, they get $400,000, right? So this woman got $26,000. Now you had the news media in Dallas demonizing her, trying to go into her past. I'm like, now, that doesn't make sense to me. This is how it said, okay, she had 7 years ago or something, she had a theft of service. A cab driver put her out and she didn't pay. Okay, what difference does it make? That's like saying, I film a bank robbery, right? I filmed the bank robbery. I turn over the footage, and then you're investigating the photographer. You're investigating the one who took the footage. Matters not who took the footage. I don't care if my pet chihuahua took the footage, took the picture of the film. That's not the point. It don't matter if my chihuahua used the restroom in the hallway. Who cares, right? The footage is what's important. What's on the tape, what's on the film. Don't investigate the one doing the filming. It don't make sense. So yeah, they looking all into her background, and one of the defense attorneys doesn't have anything to do with the case, but he's just giving this analysis, professional, analysis. He's saying, well, her trying to do a GoFundMe is going to discredit her. Wow. Y'all got her fired from a job. Y'all got her kicked out of her apartment. She's single, man. Anyway, she's writing a book, the woman, Bonnie. She's writing a book now. And so they had a toxicology report on Botham Jean in his apartment where he was murdered, in his own apartment. Why'd you search his house? There was no report of him doing anything wrong. Why'd you do a toxicology report on him? And then they were talking about, we found police equipment. We found 10 grams of marijuana. 10 grams? It's not like you said pounds. You said 10 grams, man. 10 grams? Oh, man, come on, man. Come on, man. That's nothing. Oh, they putting that all out there. But they never, and they hid the police officer. She moved quietly. Nobody knew where she was. And no criminal record came up on her. You know what I'm saying? All independent journalists had to figure out she's already shot some people before, and she was throwing up white supremacist signs on her social media. And so we know the fix is in, guys. So we know they're already trying to make it to not guilty. You already know that. So what happened was that's already been exposed. Her lie, everything she said was wrong. She said how tired she was coming from home from work. When Bonnie said the police station is 2 blocks, she walks to work and back. You ain't driving no 30 minutes or an hour like some people. You walk from your job to your apartment right here. Less than 2-minute walk, right? So you that tired, you go to the wrong floor, and the Bonnie said on the elevator, showed it and everything. When you get on the elevator, it got numbers, which tells you what floor you're on. When you get off the elevator, there are numbers, tell you what floor is on. Every door starts with the number of that floor. So if you're on the 4th floor, all the apartments on the 4th floor would say 4, like 432 or 4160, stuff like that. Oh, she was like, oh, well, I thought he was in my apartment. And they said his apartment was so distinct, he had a welcome mat. Hers didn't. I mean, come on, man. Yeah, so the fix is in, guys. What do you expect? So they're trying to get it hot. They're trying to get the Civil War going, trying to get us, the Democrats and Republicans fighting to keep us eyes off the world picture, the one world government. See, because you got the Pope meeting with the Islam, the imams. Yeah, she did it purposely. My personal opinion, I have no way to prove this, but I know, just something I know that they had something going on. They had something going on. And what he was giving her had to be good. You know what I'm saying? Because she come to his house in a rage, beating on the door. Everybody heard it. Several people said they heard him beating on the door, talking about let me in, stuff like this. If you live alone, why would you be saying let me in your own house? That don't make sense. She knew she was somewhere else. And when he opened the door, she claimed she got in and it was dark and she shot him from across the room. They found out he was shot point blank range. So he opened the door because he knew who it was. He knew her. They late night rendezvous. Again, I have no way of backing that up, but being a male and a female, I know something going on. So she was jealous. She was mad. Maybe he cut it off. And she was like, Somebody at the door. So she was like, that's too good. We ain't stopping this. We're going to keep it going. And he was like, nah, You know, I'm moving on. She beat on the door. When he opened the door, shot him. Pow. If it was a stranger, you wouldn't ask what he said. They said he yelled out, "Why did you do that?" Yeah, she wanted him for keeps. And so he said, "Why did you do that?" That's not what you say. That's not what you say. You know what I'm saying? If you get shot. You know what I'm saying? From someone you don't know. Apparently he knew her. And he was asking her, you know, it's me. Why you do this to me? Why you do me like that? So that's what I get from it. So the news media is in on the cover up. At least 2 TV stations and news. All the newspapers are on. The TV newspaper, Dallas Morning News, is owned by the same people. And I just don't trust it. I just don't trust it. I don't want to talk anymore about it. I'm going to tell y'all what happened to me today, man. I got pulled over today. I was out rolling, man. About like 2 in the morning, somewhere around there. You know how I do. You know how us OGs do. You know what I'm saying? Time ain't nothing but a number to me. So I was out rolling. Only one on the road, 2-lane road, right? Residential neighborhood. I turn right. Stop sign, I stop. I'm going 30 because I was just thinking to myself, yeah, you got to make sure because you never know when they, you know what I'm saying, might be out here waiting for you. I'm going 30, I go. All of a sudden, I seen lights coming up behind me, fast. I'm like, man, they going fast. And then they, woo, red, blue lights. I'm like, what? No, I just saw it was going the speed limit. So I pull over. He come up to the car being all friendly, you know. How you doing today, sir? Tonight, sir? This morning, sir? I said, did I do something wrong, officer? Yeah, I noticed you didn't have a license plate on the front of your car. So from the back of my car, you noticed I didn't have a license plate on the front of my car? And he was like, oh, no, I was in front of you. I was coming the other way, and then I passed you, and I made a U-turn. Wait a minute. It's 2 in the morning. I'm the only one on the road. I was just saying this to myself. If you'd have been coming toward, I would have saw your lights. What did you have your invisibility cloak on or what? And then this is what I said to him. He was like, oh, you mean you see your license and your, man, Walker, what's up, man? And he said, let me see your driver's license and your insurance. And so I'm asking questions, right? Because I'm already thinking what my legal team is gonna have to do. I'm saying, because I don't play these type of games. I know everything was right, and I know I didn't do nothing wrong. I'm the only one on the road. You just decide to pull me over just because. Okay. So I'm asking him questions, right? And he getting nervous, and he just got the license. What do we say on the insurance? He went back to the car. He didn't even get, I was looking, I got out my insurance. I didn't get a chance to give it to him. He came back. Oh, thank you, sir. I'm sorry. You have a nice day. Just gave me my license and left. I'm like, oh, because I asked him for his name and everything. I know how to play the game. I know how to play the game. So, you know what I'm saying, when he said he was in front of me and he made a U-turn, I didn't say, you're lying. I said, you were? That's interesting. I started laughing. What was your name again? I know I know the precinct you come from. I know where it is. I know a lot of stuff, and I know people you don't know I know. But it's just so happened he just, have a nice day. Gave my license back. Oh, you don't want to play no more. Okay. Well, I'm glad. I don't want to have to go to our court and now to spend money and whatever. But it is what it is, man. So I'm just letting y'all know that it's turning up. The harassment is turning up on YouTube. The 2 videos I did the other day, my last 2 videos just got demonetized. Yeah, this one may be demonetized too. They're hating, man. They're trying to change. Change gonna come. Oh, yes, it is. Yeah. So what's on y'all mind, man? So the main thing I wanted to get a point across tonight is watch for next week, because that's the day that shipment, yeah, that's the day that shipment, we're forcing them to take this Trojan horse next week.
You have your clothes on hangers
And we said,
already?
he said, you're going to take it or else, right? You're going to take it or else. And so Russia got something to say about that too. Hey, eye drops. Yeah. Yeah, so guys, it's we know it's all about oil and black goo. It's all about the black goo as well. All right, Myra Dillahunty. So and the soap is coming out good as well, guys. It should be, the first batch ought to be ready about second week in March. I know that's right, Cherry Boo. Second week in March. I'm telling you, this is the best soap in the world. I'm talking about. Am I married? No, I'm not married. The best soap in the world. You're gonna feel so clean. I have 6 different varieties right now. 6 different varieties, and I've thought of maybe. I'm trying to do this. No, I'm not ignoring y'all, Sarah Evans. Yeah, yeah. I'm somewhere where I'm normally not, and there are other people watching the show from afar, taking care of their business. Yeah, that black goo, man. Black goo, the freaking zeolite. Because I was thinking, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction, right? Right. Yeah, we'll set up a dating line. How about that? Speed dating. Nah, I'm tripping. But anyway, I was thinking the black goo is the opposite of the zeolite. Because they both, now the black goo comes from outer space and it comes from deep within the earth, right? All right, Cherry Boo. So the black goo is demonic. I know y'all saw the video I put out there. I don't have to keep talking about the scientist Harold discussed it, in depth. And you know what? I should have loaded another one tonight. Next time I remember, I'll try to do it. As above, so below. There you go, Sarah Evans. And I saw a video today. They lied to us, man. The Suez Canal and the Panama Canal. The map was from the 1500s or the 1600s. And the Panama Canal and the Suez Canal were already there. I'm like, what? I'm like, wait a minute. Because I know about what happened in 1880 and in 1885, the Geneva Conference and the Conference of Berlin, where all the European nations got together, mapped out Africa, carved it up, and said, you get this one, you get this, I'm going to take this, you take this, you take this, you take that, I'm going to get this. And they did that. They met in 1880, and in 1885, they met again and carried out the plan. Colonized Africa, took it over. And they claimed that's when they built the Suez Canal. Well, if the Suez Canal was built in 1880 something, then what was there in the 1500s and 1600s? It was already there. See, so they lied to us about a lot of stuff. We just got to do more digging to get the truth. And then they say the Panama Canal, they claim it took them 10 years to build the Panama Canal. It was supposed to be done somewhere like 1904. But the Panama Canal was there in, what is that? In the 1500s and 1600s too, on this map. And I should have put that video down here to show y'all, because the guy is a flat earther, and but the map is one of the old. The older maps have more land mass. Antarctica wasn't covered in ice. Yeah, the world is shifting. Well, Sarah Evans, Columbus didn't even find America. Columbus landed in Haiti on the island of Hispaniola, and it was already populated with Negroes. What? You saw me in my silver car. What silver car, man? You the cop that pulled me over, man? Brian Ellinger? Oh, where? I'm going in telling affairs, Jack. Yeah. But anyway. Yeah, man. So they lying to us. Our history, we don't know the truth. Lying to us about pretty much everything. About pretty much everything. Everything from the 1800s on is fabricated. We don't know what happened. There's a period of time where they sanitized everything, compartmentalized it. You got to put two and two together. They're not letting you know what's going on, you know? So, anyway, guys, that's really about it. I really didn't have any. I just wanted to talk to y'all. I ain't had nothing, you know. The world's a stranger place every day. You're right, Mark R. What I want y'all to do is read Isaiah 24. We know about Matthew 24, right? Matthew 24, where it's basically a description of the end times. So it's Matthew 24, Luke 21, Mark 13, right? I want you to read Isaiah 24. You used to laugh? I'm going to make you laugh, Cherry Boo. So Isaiah 24, you turn the Lord, just talk about the Lord maketh the earth desolate and how he turns it upside down. That's not poetry. That's literal. That's literal. He going to turn the earth upside down. And the magnetic field, all this stuff. They're claiming right now CERN is shut down anyway. Yes, Isaiah 24, the whole chapter. And they're claiming that CERN is shut down, but the Earth's magnetic field is still flipping. And they said the Earth is wobbling so bad, it's turning upside down. Isaiah 24. And they laying a lot of the weather stuff. Yeah, they claim. Yeah, exactly, Mark Carter saying it blew up, and we don't know. We'll find out. But they're saying a lot of the weird weather is because of that. And all I know is if Nibiru is real and it's coming through here, it's a big planet, much bigger than the Earth, and it'll have a magnetic gravitational pull, which could turn us upside down. I don't know how we're going to turn upside down, but Isaiah 24 say we're going to turn upside down. And it's going to be dangerous. And we're probably going to start seeing them sea monsters and all this other stuff, the Nephilim, the fallen that are still here, that's on these maps that I should have loaded, which I didn't. But anyway, guys, I'm all out of words, I guess. I was just no real news except watch to see. I was thinking the Ides of March, which is March 15th, but since we're going to force them, I'm going to make you a deal you can't refuse. That's next week. Yeah. Yeah, Tweety Girl Stacy. So, wow, Steve's Taco Shop. I had a dream like that years ago. Had to be around 2005. Except I saw something hit the freaking moon. It hit the bottom side of the moon, and dust came off the moon and spread across the earth. And the moon, from that point on, had an upside-down mohawk. And then the dust, when it hit the earth, it did something to the people, man. And it's possible. You heard about the zombie deer disease. They said don't handle it with your hand. You know, I think it's man-made. You know, all the hunters who want to live off the land, you go and get you some deer, you get the zombie, you kill you a zombie deer, and you get the zombie, and then you run around zombied out. It's a lot of stuff they got to control us, and we gotta fight back. Mainly prayer, but it's something physical we have to do too. Faith without works is dead. So it's always something you have to do as well. See, Scripture talk about the kingdom of God is within you. It's within you. So you don't just sit around and do nothing. The kingdom is within you. You hold the power. Do something. Biochemical, right? Exactly. Yeah, they want all us dependent. Medical bills is another tax. Your prescriptions that you take every month, it's a tax. Yeah. So, they just add that in. Oh, my pills cost this much a month. 100, 200, 300, 400. That's a tax. Because you're never going to get off them pills. You're never going to get healed. Matter of fact, they're going to add to them. They never take anybody off the pill. They never say, oh, yeah, well, you good. Now you don't need these pills no more. Matter of fact, they be like, oh, you done developed this too, a side effect? Here, now you're going to take this pill with it too. We adding some more on to you. See? So I did want to tell y'all about in Exodus, the main reason, the main way they defeated Egypt, how they got out. And disease. I will, Sarah Evans. So the main reasons how they defeated Egypt was by sheer numbers alone. Exodus is all about multiplying. From Exodus chapter 1 is what I'm talking about. From verse 1 through on, it's all about multiplying. It's all about biblical marriage. That's how they were able to get free, by numbers. They built the numbers up so big, it scared the other people. And then the more they tried to oppress them, the more babies they had, the bigger they grew. And they got free. That was God's plan. And guess what? It's going to be God's plan again. We'll discuss that. That's for another show. But anyway, guys, I'm all out of words. But I'll talk to you guys later. This is Brian Anthony, Beyond Babbitt, over and out. And we say Alleluia. It's one thing I want to leave with y'all. Alleluia is the same in every language. Because they say Jesus, his name might be Jesus in English, and Jesus in Greek, or Isa in Arabic, or Jesus in Latin, and his name is different in Jesus in Spanish and all this stuff. Alleluia is the same in every language, and it means the same in every language. We already talked about what that means. Praise ye the name of Yah. All right, guys. Love y'all, man. Be safe. God bless. Brian Anthony with Beyond.